The evacuation klaxons blared, signaling the final exodus. Karina gripped her son's hand tighter, guiding them through the surging crowd, desperate to reach the last interstellar arcs. Cloying ash choked the skies. The once fertile plains, now charring wastelands, the bombardment beams had scorched in their relentless attack. All around crumbled the remnants of human civilization, despoiled cities, technological marvels reduced to rubble. The Vorian conquest had been coldly systematic, stripping world after world with indiscriminate brutality. Now only Earth remained, its deepest subterranean redoubts the last refuge. The launch platforms came into view through the billowing clouds of smoke and dust. Massive interstellar transports prepared to ferry those who'd been granted sanctuary on the off-world colonies. But the queues seemed to stretch for kilometers, far exceeding the Ark's capacity. An armored phalanx barred civilians from the launch zone, soldiers fixing them with pitiless stares from behind their blast visors. Karina scanned the ranks with rising dread, spotting the triage emblems designating priority admittance. Even if they waited for cycles, the young and able-bodied would never be allowed to escape the doomed homeworld. The Arks would only carry the most indispensable minds and skill sets to ensure humanity's continuation. A crackling boom echoed from the horizon, closer than before. The Vorian beams had begun their final barrage. Karina embraced her son, bracing for the cataclysm as fear and resignation washed over her. Somehow, they must find a way to survive this, or Earth would become another withering world. Karina's breath caught as a towering Vorian strode right toward them, its armored carapace glistening with acidic ichor. In one barbed limb, it gripped a knot of struggling civilians, those closest to the launch platforms judging by their triage emblems. With a lazy flick, it launched the helpless humans against the side of a transport. They crumpled in broken heaps, screams abruptly silenced. The monstrous alien scanned the crowd with soulless compound eyes before continuing its grotesque patrol. Karina saw her chance. Trembling, she crept towards the sprawled bodies and tugged free one of the coveted emblems from a lifeless arm. Her son whimpered and she held a finger to his lips. The slightest noise could mean death, but her movements drew the Vorian's attention. It wheeled towards them with terrifying speed, barbed appendages slashing the air mere inches from their faces. Maternal instincts flared white-hot. Karina lashed out with a fury that belied her slight frame, raining blows against the creature's armored carapace. Somehow she managed to deflect its strikes, buying precious seconds to hurl her son aside before the Vorian's barbed limb impaled her abdomen. She crumpled, agony blotting out the apocalyptic backdrop. Through fading vision, she saw her son lying motionless, the triage emblem still clutched in his hand. Then blackness claimed her. The retort of pulse rifles shattered the silence, a patrol of Earth defense soldiers engaging the Vorian horror. It thrashed grotesquely before collapsing in a smoking heap. "Check those two!" one soldier called, aimed her rifle at the limp forms. "The kid's got an emblem. Get him to the Arks. Top-level bioscans."